Hello, and welcome to Half Hour of Indie, where I play an indie game for 30 minutes. Today I shall be playing Thomas Was Alone. Alright, full disclosure, I've already played the entirety of this game on my Vita, because it was free on PS Plus, and it's brilliant. Full disclosure, just because I've played all the other... Well, I haven't played the games before I started them. Yes, that's the one, that's what I want to say. Right. Without further ado, well, let's get my timer ready. I should plan these things ahead of time. Definitely a good idea to plan them ahead of time. This is where my phone's very slow. Right. Let's get ready. 30 minutes is on the clock. Go! Yeah. I love this game. It's a brilliant game.
Thomas was alone. Wow.
Oops, I really should have just waited for that. Alright.
Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
Really hard to narrate over this game, considering Danny Wallace does a great job in narrating over the game.
Okay,
so...
interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block.
Oh.
Think, damn it, think!
Yeah.
What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to...
I'll try and stop.
A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently.
Yeah, somehow this game makes you care about the square characters. Well, rectangular
seemed
characters.
A little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment. He was starting to suspect it might even be doing so on purpose. Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important.
I'm also going to see Mike Nichols' game, a Eurogamer Expo later this year, when it's going to be showcased, which would be interesting.
It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills.
Ah!
It had been designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No. Too obvious.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the next game. It's going great.
Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim. The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
Well, I am not good for the keyboard. I was going to play the controller, but for some reason it's not it's not mapped to the D-pad of the controller. And I am not playing a platform with a joystick. Well, a 2D platform with the joystick. There's no way in hell that's going to happen. Much rather play with keyboard keys than I would the joystick. So that's one thing I don't like about this game. Just one.
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
Maybe he will spoil us.
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
Oh, I love Crystal.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times. Well, not technically graceful, it's probably the wrong word, but you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
Yeah, so this game is really good. It's hard to kind of tell someone, like, yeah, it's just a platform where you play as a little box. You're like, how does that make it good? Well, it's really a story. It's a story of a bunch of blocks. Well, yeah, of course. But how's that good? Well, it just is. It's great narration. You know, so these blocks are better than some characters in actual video games. Well, in actual video games that, you know, AAA graphics. Actually, yes.
Okay.
Wrong thing to
This
say.
was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him? Great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
Yes, this game is out on Steam, PSN
Was
for
this
PS3
good?
and Vita.
Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say to this game. It's really more of the same, just gets better and better. And it's a little bit challenging, not really too
Chris
much.
stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness. That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels.
Ah! Oh, the pink save. Oh, no. Alright, I think I need to jump on Thomas. Oh. And oh. There we go. Alright. Go. Oh, and then the water. Alright, most blocks can't swim except for one later on. So you get quite a few blocks in this game. All their own little individual personalities. Which I need to bring back Thomas. Honestly, it's one of my favourite indie games that came out. Well, this year on PSN, which is where I played it originally. Because it was free, and I was like, I never really had it before then. And I was like, oh, this is really good. Kinda wishing I'd played this, because this is actually really good. I did buy the DLC for this game, which is only on PSN, I think. It's quite enjoyable. Another block.
John knew. He knew that this was his chance. A moment to shine. This was game day.
Yep. Right, now. And there we go.
This would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things. Where did they come from, anyway?
It's just really hard to narrate this thing. Because, well, Daniel Wallace does a great job at doing it, and the music's brilliant as well.
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome.
Alright,
Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to
Whoa.
use, time to show those little dots how it was done. John decided to press the switch, to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies. You could tell from the sympathetic expression he practiced in the mirror all
And
these
that's my
years.
phone going off by put on silent. Oh. Jump. Right. Really, it's just a simple platformer. It's just bundles of fun to play. Block up there, I need to collect that. Ooh, achievement! Sorry, don't mind me. Just collecting achievements, because I totally missed every single one in the PS3 version. I just did not pay attention to them at all. Dope. So if you don't buy this game after I've played it, then you're no friend of mine. Seriously, it's just so much fun. Or if you've already
John
got it,
was
then
happy to
I'm fine
keep
with that.
helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys.
Ah! Fail! Nope. No, I need to bring back. Maybe I shouldn't have jumped down. I think I may have failed this bit. Maybe if I can just. Oh. What? After I sing this game's praises, and then all of a sudden it's like, aha! You cannot proceed! Unless I bring us to it. I will not reset the level. How do you suggest that? Woo! Nope. Wait. Yeah. Oh, you silly bugger. Wait. I will not reset this level until 7. Yes! Victory is mine! Wait, I need to come back here. Right. Thomas. There. Just there. Lovely. Jump. Nope. I bring Thomas up. Oh. No. I can just. Nope, okay. Jump through that. Wait. Balls. Alright. Let's get this puzzle done. Right, okay, let's... How did I... Wait. There we go. Thomas... Oh, next. Let's bring these guys up. And there we go. And can get slightly tedious this game at times. Not gonna lie. But it's quite fun. I love the lighting in this game as well. Can I? Nope. Nope.
He didn't mind them so much either. The red one, Thomas, had a charming way of applauding every time John jumped.
Step there. Next, I'll wait for Tom. Go back up to Thomas. Whoop. Oh, there we go. Achievement unlocked. Yay. Right, no, let's leave wait. Jump. Oh no, again. Oh, sigh. Alright, I need Thomas down. I sing this game for praises and then does this to me. Alright. Ah, let's do this. Alright, jump. Jump. Okay, we got them all up here. Lovely. Alright, we can do this. We are the champions. Come on. Oh, yes! Victory is mine! Take that level, some 1 point something. You have failed. One up. Yes, you have failed. Take that. Woo! Oh, wait, yeah. So I'm slightly adjusting them, but yeah. Let's go. No! Ah.
The angry orange one was less immediately likeable, but his unremitting cynicism and tutting amused John.
Yeah, John. There we go. Up, up, up. Right. Finally. Freedom. Up.
This was interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing. John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph.
Jump up here. Does help that I've already played this game. Off we
Maybe
go.
that's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance even more impressive. John liked the thought. He decided to keep them.
Well, sorry. And through. Yes. Ah, Susan.
So,
Oh, Claire.
this was how
God
Claire would die.
damn.
She knew it would happen eventually.
No.
She was rubbish at jumping, and she moved slowly. She felt a little like her continued existence was breaking some kind of natural order. The crumbling pillar was a dramatic death, she supposed. Wait, what? Claire couldn't shake the feeling that she was not, in fact, dead. It was at that moment that Claire realised she had superpowers. She'd need a cape. There was no getting around that. You couldn't be a superhero without a cape. Claire didn't want confusion. you saw a cape, that made matters clear. You knew what you were dealing with. Claire was all about communication. And, you know, floating in water, which was her superpower.
Let's be tricksy and see if we can jump this. Whoa! There we go. It's not that hard to say though. Aha!
Right! Fear not, my skinny friends, for I am Claire, and I will save you. Claire needed to come up with a superhero name as soon as possible. Claire was rubbish. Claire arrived just in time, which was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
Looks pretty, doesn't it? That's all I can really say. Yeah, this game, I love this game. It's probably one of my favorite games.
As the water began to rise, Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took.
Even if it did come out last year for PC.
Claire wondered if Thomas would make a good sidekick.
Achievement! Sorry, I'm just... totally my fault.
Claire arrived just in time, which was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
So we'll just wait for this water's run up. See, there are a few puzzles, like the ones previously where you have to jump on one block.
As the water began to rise,
Just
Claire
get a little
vowed
boring.
to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took. Claire wondered if Thomas would make a good sidekick. Or was she more the lone Avenger type? She'd like that. A sole hero in a world of rectangles and conveniently placed pools of toxic water. The others told Claire that staircases were a bit of a fixture here. Claire wondered why the world made it so difficult.
Okay, we'll let Claire get past. Right, I'm getting out of myself now. Press up, there you go. Claire. Wait, what? Oh. Zigzagging on the way. Right. Need to go behind. Need to go in the water. Ow! Oops. And just go there. No, what? Oh, whoops. No, I was like, I jumped. No.
Claire probably needed a nemesis, a villain who would show their true colours at the worst possible moment, hurting all she held dear. Chris was the most obvious choice. He seemed stroppy enough, and his jump was so pathetic that it conveniently avoided Claire's insecurities. Yes, Chris. Diabolical Chris. The fiendish Christopher.
Right, that's my timer. I'll finish up this level, and then I shall end Half Hour of Indie for another day. If you have any games to recommend, please let me know in the YouTube comments on gamertag.com or on our Facebook. I will make sure to look for them. And if I do have the game, I might buy it. I might not. Who knows? Or I might already have it. I do have a list of games that I put out recently. See which games anyone might want me to play. So, whichever. It's up to you. We let the reader decide at Gamer Chatter. Because that's what we're like. Nice people. Also, we just like people. We're a community website. Right.
Hey.
Thank you for enjoying this, and I shall bid you a farewell, good viewer. And goodbye.